It is possible to have this information appear across multiple search engines by using structured data, but specifically microdata markup. Just as we saw with Google's rich snippets, microdata helps search bots understand, in depth, the different aspects of a web page. Google, Bing, Yahoo, and even the Russian search engine Yandex can recognize certain microdata markup as rich snippets. In a rare exhibit of cooperation, these search engines created what they feel should be the industry standard at schema.org. Schema.org provides hundreds of free structured data templates that can be added to your site. This is a manual process and will take considerable more time. Yet, if you want to have rich snippets beyond Google, it's a necessary evil. Thankfully, there are several tools to assist in the process. For this module, let me walk through one schema using another article on HerbalDoc. Here, Kaylee Spear, our intern content marketer, wrote a compelling article on the history of holistic medicine. If you scroll to the bottom of the article, you will notice that we added an About the Author section. It is in this section that I have added the microdata markup. To help me out with the right markup, I used Raventool Schema Creator. Since I want an author-rich snippet, I selected the person link here on the left, though as you can see, Raventools can help with several other schemas. The next page is fairly straightforward. I add in the data I want Kaylee to be associated with. Over to the right, you can see that the tool is spitting out HTML and microdata markup. Also, it is showing how it will look to the user. You might recall that this was not how the About the Author section looked on Kaylee's article. So I had to add and rearrange some HTML in order to format it to my liking. Here is a screenshot of the code I'm using on HerbalDoc with the markup. I spaced the different span elements so that it's easier to visualize. Now that I have added the microdata, I can check it against Google's structured data testing tool to make sure that there are no errors. I particularly want to do this since I monkeyed around with the HTML. Like most of the tools I have showcased in this module, Google's structured data testing tool is easy to figure out. Simply add in the HTML and markup you are testing by going to the HTML tab and select Preview. You can see that there are actually two microdata types in this code, a person and an organization. Also, Google doesn't provide a visual preview since we're only testing a portion of the code. If I were to go to the URL tab and add the article's full URL, it would show a simple snippet of what the page would look like in Google. It will also pull any other microdata types found on that page. As you can see, it is easy to spend a lot of time doing structured data for websites. Usually, I only focus on Google's rich snippets and therefore quickly use the tools that Google has. However, I'm not foolish enough to believe that relying solely on Google is the best way. It might be the easiest, but taking the time to add in the proper microdata for all the search engines could have a strong impact on increasing additional traffic to a website.